Hi everyone, hope you're doing good. And I'm so sorry that I was not able to update the videos, but today I've come up with an interesting topic and hope this helps you personally. So, let me just start to share it with you. And before that, if you need any changes in your life, hope those changes come to you in unexpected ways that you ever thought was possible. So, yes, let's just continue with it. So today's topic is how to have a photographic memory power. Well, it is something that's very close to me, and everything till date, whatever I'm sharing with you, is something I would have practiced in my life, or people close to me would have surely had results out of it. So, let's get started. So, there are some people who are born with such a great memory power, and there are some who can acquire it with practice. So, this one is for them who is looking to have a greater memory power. So, let me tell you what exactly is photographic memory. It's something that when you look at everything that is written in a page, you can read and memorize all of it in seconds. So, you might have a question like, how can we have it? Or is it difficult to gain it or not? So, in order to have a photographic memory, you need to start with small practices. No one how bad you feel your memory power is now still can have a great memory power. So let me tell you how you can have such a great memory power. Firstly, start with something very small like remembering mobile numbers. Well, it is just an example. You can choose whatever you wish to and keep on repeating until you start to memorize these very easily. Secondly, start to recall everything you did in the entire day from the time you woke up to the time you hit the bed in a sequential manner before you go off to sleep. Believe me, this would help you change your memory power within very less time. Then, to enhance it, if you are a student or you're working or whoever you are and you're working on improvising your memory power, so just try to focus on a point on the wall which is very easy to find anywhere, right? Or just have or if you have a notebook, so just draw a small point on your notebook and focus on that point, which might not even look weird, right? So you can do it any point in time if you have a notebook. And if not, the most easiest way is to close your eyes and try to look for one point. You might be able to see a lot of points, and it would be a bit difficult at the start, but the more you practice, the better you would be, and one day it would become very easy for you to memorize everything with this practice. And one of the a very powerful technique is gazing at a candle, but this is something which is not easily accessible. So once you're home or once you're in a place where you can light a candle is when you can practice it. But rest of the technique which I've shared is to be followed anytime, and that would help you have a consistency in improving your memory power. And there's no such time, there is no number of times. The more you work on it is the better it would be. You can do it once in a day, you can do it 5 times in a day, whichever helps you acquire that confidence to have it. Okay, so what is that ignites the whole process for having a better memory? Well, it's basically your zeal to have a great memory power, or your consistency to acquire or to have the final outcome, is very much important. Okay, so once you start doing all of this, gradually you would see a difference within a week. Believe me, you would see such a difference in the way you memorize things, and it would keep improvising with each practice. And you would come to a place where the moment you see a page or a whiteboard or a blackboard, you'll capture everything just like a camera does. And I know it might sound silly, but just practice it, and if you start doing it, you would start seeing the changes. And if you start to do it, let me know within a week, within a month, how did you improve your memory power. Okay, so personally I would like tell you how exactly I remember things. So for me personally, it is like in the form of an image or reference to something is when I can recall things in my life. So do comment on how exactly do you memorize normal stuff in your life, and see how different are we, like each one of us. That would be fun, I think so. Yeah, so you might want to know what are the benefits of having a photographic memory, right? So you will no longer have to solve a mathematics calculation. Doesn't that sound interesting, or maybe weird to some of you? But that's very, very true. The moment you see it, you will capture each step. Believe me. Similarly, you can learn a programming language within seconds. It might be 40 lines, 50, 60, or whatever lines on a blackboard or a whiteboard. You'll just capture it like an image. Secondly, the moment you capture those mathematic calculations or programming languages, the moment you would understand that the entire process and it's applicable to rest of the thing you memorize. Hope that makes sense. And the third point is you will start to develop a great intuition. You might not even be able to compare it right now or think of it, but yes, you would start to develop a great intuition. So let me tell you the consequences or negatives of having a great memory power. Number one, you'll start to remember every small detail in your life. That might be irritating because you would start to function like a robot, like you'll start to remember everything. As rightly said, with every great power comes great responsibility. So whatever you choose in your life, choose it wisely. And if you tend to develop that memory power, you can stop in any of the process where you feel this memory is decent enough for me to have it. So you stop practicing it and start to practice it in intervals, so you start to be stagnant with wherever you have reached. But if you're very much keen in getting to that point where you have a picturesque or a photographic memory power, is when you would start to develop a great intuition, and that would lead you to have great responsibilities. That is like magical. Well, I'll speak about it in my another video, but yes, if you get to develop that kind of a memory power, then do ask the universe, your superpower, or whoever you believe in, or just ask this question, or ask it to yourself, or ask your intuition to exceed your allowance over your intuition. So you should be in more of allowance to whatever that is happening in your life than being only in awareness. So if you have not got this, I'll come up with another video to explain you what exactly I meant by this. So I think with this, you would be able to have a great memory power. And do like, share, subscribe, and comment for such more updates. And let me know if there's anything you are wanting me to create a video on. Until then, have a great day and thank you for watching this video.